Thanks for coming along, and it's going to be quite a long day, so please try and get as much out of this particular course as possible. It's a lot of practical. I have changed it over the years consistently because I normally present at conferences around the world with my role as a global research consultant with companies. That's where a lot of the information that I gather in research filters down to my biomechanical analysis knowledge, and also to help with sports medicine professionals like yourselves in delivering the most appropriate protocols and procedures for conducting field biomechanical analysis. A lot of the information that I do get is confidential, and some of that is actually in the course books itself. So please utilise it, as I'll mention throughout the day, utilise it effectively within your clinics, but try not to advertise it throughout other sports medicine professionals if you can. So in terms of this first section, we'll go through a bit of biomechanics background and the incidence of running injuries relating to biomechanics. Evidence-based information is out there. I'd like to briefly go through all of that in detail, but briefly go through it for this particular section regarding the genders and the different structural changes that occur from an injury point of view with males and females. And also how that creates indicators in performance and how I've looked at those indicators from an injury prevention point of view. Finally, we'll hopefully, prior to the break or just after the break, we will look into the biomechanical analysis. So that's where we get into the more practically applied section. So please bear with me for this initial stage. Bring up any questions, anything you don't understand. No question is too silly to answer. Maybe some, but there have only been about 2 or 3 over the years. And finally, what we'll actually discuss is the functional strength and the treatment modalities that are available to me in an applied setting. There will be some overlap with what you already prescribe. I'll take it to another level. I'll take it to a more dynamic level, I'll take it to a more functional level, and then I'll take it to a more musculoskeletal biomechanical level. And hopefully you'll be able to take that away and then go beyond your clinical prescription. That's what I want to achieve today with you. I want to achieve you being able to get out of your clinic in exercise and sports injury prevention. What do we know about biomechanics? Bring up some words that you would define as biomechanics. Yell them out. Any words?
Force.
Good, force. Any others?
Movement.
Movement, okay. 2 key words there. So when we're looking at biomechanics, in terms of definition, what we're trying to achieve is we're trying to achieve that analysis of movement and what causes that movement. So really it's about the science that is concerned with the internal, thus the muscles, the tendons pulling on the bones. So the internal and the external. The weather conditions, the actual forces on the ground, the reaction forces on the ground, causing the movement to change. So those effects produced by these forces are really important to get a clear understanding of. And that's pretty much the basic definition. When we are looking at force, we're looking at that pushing or pulling effect. And we usually have it as a measurement of newtons. So that measurement of newtons, as you can see from up here, is then defined in terms of the acceleration of how that force has been produced. Does that make sense? So therefore, we have now a force equaling mass times acceleration. We have a body accelerating, that's what we're trying to achieve. We're trying to understand that particular concept. In that change, as an applied biomechanist, I'm trying to work out and determine the motor intellect of a person. I'm trying to work out how good is a person's motor ability, thus referring to any ability referring to a type of intellect. So I want to modify technique. That's what I'm looking at. I don't really mind or worry too much about how it's modified. I just want to modify it and then see how it's optimizing activation. Does it optimize activation? By those minor mechanical adjustments that I'm trying to achieve, then I'm finding that where is that other mechanical adjustment occurring, or where is the other change occurring from that original mechanical adjustment.